decided I'd do another quick little tutorial since I'm kind of stuck at the house. Been under the weather. But this is my heating table. What it is a 4-inch tray. They use them for hydroponic systems. You can pick them up at pretty much any hydro store. Underneath is a heating pad, which I have vented through the wall. It's through a dryer vent plugged in inside. These are just LED or fluorescents that I rigged up when I had it inside. Right now I don't need them because they're getting plenty of sun. So what I do is I tray these, put water in the base just to keep the humidity up. It's got a groove around the edge. See if you can see that. The groove around the edge allows moisture to stay in there. So they get watered. Any extra water goes into that little trench and keeps the humidity up. Now, this will get up to about 80, 90 degrees during the day with the heating pad on. And all I have is some boards underneath to keep it in place. That'll cause them to germinate. Then once they germinate, sorry, there's a plane going overhead. Once they germinate, then they actually will go from there over to one of my racks over here. These ones are already germinated. I actually got these from Food Forest Game guy. I'll put the link in the profile for his Instagram. But these are beach plums. It's a low-lying bush, high producers. He sent me some starts. So I put them in there. They'll be fine. They're getting plenty of heat. He's up in, I think, New Hampshire or something like that. So the temperature difference is massive. Anyway, these are just standard mini greenhouse frames. Pull it back here and you can see. 4 shelves. I could put a 5th up here if I wanted for a few extra plants. The covers on them rot down out here real fast. So I'm just gonna get some PVC, or some visqueen, which is what they cover greenhouses and that with, some 6mm, and put a couple pieces on this. And then I've got to tear this one apart because I was using it as a temporary chicken coop. And it's got extra shelving in that. But that is my other one that I'll be using. Right now, it doesn't matter if these are stacked because the temperature, as we all know, heat rises. So they're getting heat throughout, which will increase their germination time, or decrease their germination time, I should say, and increase the viability of germination. Anyway, these are just my standard soil mix. I'll explain that at another time. I've got a lot of different things in here. Turk's cap mallow, some Malabar spinach, Suriname cherries, Bloomingdale spinach, some sugar apples, some broccoli, zucchini, artichokes, pepper tree, it's a Thai pepper, cauliflower, soursop, Christmas berry, wolfberry, some Italian Genova basil. These are my Lola Rosa lettuce seeds that I grew last year and let them go to seed. A couple of them. Have a bunch of those. These are my lemon cukes. This is asparagus. This is my garden huckleberry. And then this is my silver vine, which is a hyped up version of catnip. I'm hoping those will germinate because the cat loves it. I haven't had much success up to this point with them, but hopefully this year will be a little different. So after they germinate here and they pop up, then they'll get transferred over to here and enclosed to progressively harden up. And then when they hit a couple inches, then they'll get transplanted to either my I've got 4-inch pots, like actually these ones, which I have loofah and the beach plum. So once they get transferred from this, or they transferred into that, either they go to the nursery area, which right now is going to be along there. Still cleaning the patio up because I've been under the weather. I haven't had the energy to do so. I've been doing like 1 or 2 of these little trays. That's it. I did these 3 today, and that was all. Oh, and this is my Lua Han Gui. It's a type of vining fruit. It takes 2 different, a male and a female, so I have 4 seeds. I'm hoping at least I get 1 of each. And then there's my little basil mix I showed you in the other video. But this little simple setup is going to get, I'm going to take PVC just like this, except I'm going to make shelves over the top so there's a gap between my planting layers. And then I'll put just like this type of material on it, or maybe some hog wire, which is plenty strong, with 3 rails, and I'll do like 6 shelves above this, and then that'll get enclosed. And then I'll put some hardening frames down there as well. And that should give me seeding for 2,000 or 3,000 seeds at a time, just in that. And then hardening, there'll be that, and then I'll put up a bunch of shelves over here from actually this material right here. These are actually little shelves. So that is how I seed out my stuff. This last year was inside, just on the other side of this wall in the garage. But the garage is completely packed this year. And I really didn't feel up to seeding real early this year because I knew it would be cold. And sure enough, we had the coldest record, or coldest winter on record in 60 years. So now it's nice and warm, past the general frost aspect, still getting some rain. I'll put a board on top to keep these from flooding out. If they get a little rain, that's fine. This is my sunberry, wonderberry, and this is my creeping thyme. But all of those hopefully will seed nicely and get transplanted. Like the lettuce will get transplanted actually to the orchard over at the 2.5 acres where we're doing the farm stand and that. Some of these others will actually get transferred over there as well. A lot of these, though, will actually go to my nursery area, so people can pick them up. These are all going to stay here, all these beach plums. I might gift a few to people I know that are really trying to get their thing going, and just last year was just hard on a lot of us with the heat waves and things like that. So I've got plenty of extra seeds that I can share with some people. I've also got a lot of varieties that I just ordered the bags, and I'll be doing small batches because a lot of people, they don't need 50 or 100 seeds, they need 5 or 10. So I'll be doing variety packs, get like 10 different types for, $5 or something, of just like lettuce, cauliflower, artichokes, and what have you. And that is about it. This is and I'll go a little more into the actual table. This is just hardwire with basic Romex. I've got it all on switches for the lights. So I can run 2 lights, I can run 4 lights, I can run up to 8 lights. This actually has 6 lights currently on it, but I can run up to 12 lights. Usually I have 6 on top and then 4 more down the sides, because when you put light directly on top of a plant, well, it causes it to just go straight up like this. But if you put light to the side, it'll keep it from getting lanky, and the leaves will actually build out on the sides more. So you don't want leggy plants or lanky plants, depends on where you are in the country or the world. You want nice, healthy, thick trunks that can handle it. So just by dropping some lower lights on these, even at night, flip on a few for a few extra hours, will cause them to thicken up on the sides, and the trunks will thicken. So I haven't planted these out, the trays that are under here yet, out. And I've got these 2 back under the basil still to plant out. Sorry, it's not feeling well. Anyway, apparently I left my hose on and it's slightly leaking. So my pond back here, which is not actually my backyard still, has decided that it's going to make a beautiful slurry. So it looks like a swamp. Good healthy algae. When it dies, it'll fertilize the ground, but till then, this is what I have. And there's my grass that I've been trying to grow for 15 months, finally coming in. And this is the only patch of grass, and some that'll go that way for a while, until I brick the whole thing in, and then maybe just a patch of grass right here. Because I found out that I'm allergic to most. But the dogs love it. Sasha, I want her to have a nice little place she loves to come out and lay in grass, so this is nice grass for that. It grows pretty slow. It stays green year round, and it'll handle this extra water until we grade this whole thing away. And any water that comes off the patio, we'll keep it alive, or it can die back. I don't care. You know, a 8x8 little patch of grass isn't much to maintain when you have 0.6 acres. Anyway, new soil made. Found a bunch of ants in it. And so I'm waiting for them to drown or escape before I get the next round of planting going. So, hope you liked it. Kind of meandering a little bit and wandering around, but I think you get the point. Easy grow system. If you need light, you got light. You got heat. If you don't need heat, you turn it off. I have this all on a timer system otherwise. And the next tutorial will be on what I'm doing with a bathtub and a bunch of sand, or a kitty wading pool and a bunch of sand. You'll like this one. So if you like what I'm doing, subscribe, share, and please leave a comment. I do listen to your feedback. I like your thoughts and suggestions. You never know, might come up with something different that is useful. And it's a group effort, so this is a community, not just one person doing, but everybody doing for each other. So have a great one, and watch for the quick crete video.